All right. Happy Thursday to you. Coach Micheal Burt here. And man, excited to see you again this Thursday. We're always excited to see everybody on the Pray Drive Challenge. Today, I have pre-recorded this because I'm in a luncheon with a gentleman that owns a $100 to $150 million company. And we've been trying to get on each other's schedule for months and months and months. We both have houses in Florida together, but we can't ever seem to get together down there. So this was the only opening that we had. So I pre-recorded this session for the first 15 or so minutes. And then Craig Capersa is going to come on and talk about the body-mind connection. And, as we've been working through this Pray Drive Challenge, what has been glaring to me is people's lack of Pray Drive, or their lack of persistence, or their lack of having a clear B, or their lack of the daily disciplines that it takes to fight through to get to the other side, what we call the B in the book. So today, day number 4, habits of the top 1%, we're going to cover grit and resilience. And my buddy Matt Monero once wrote a book about grit. It didn't get as much traction as he wanted, but then Angela Duckworth came back and wrote a book on grit, and it became an international bestseller. And she was at Stanford, I believe, or something like that. And she grew up with a dad who was really hard on her. And most of her life, he told her that she would never really become anything. She wasn't smart enough to become something. And that stuck with her. And the interesting thing is it probably activated her Pray Drive, because she went on to study what really makes people successful. And guess what she found out? It wasn't their intelligence. It was actually their grit. And it came back in study after study after study. Like if you ask a question, what makes the most successful people successful? And you say, what is it? Some people are really smart. But at the end of the day, it really comes down to the hustle that people have and their willingness to see something through to its logical conclusion. This is the number one thing that I see missing in the world today, is that, man, people don't follow up on leads. They don't follow up on ideas. They don't follow up on dreams. They don't follow up on partnerships. They don't follow up until there is a natural conclusion. That's why I constantly say, see it through to its logical conclusion. A lead, an idea, a dream, a possibility, a deal. You keep going. So let's put this into 2 categories. Let's call one category grit, and let's call one category resilience. And is it the same thing? Grit, Duckworth defines as this combination between passion, which is irresistible belief for motive or action, and perseverance, the word to persevere. Resilience, there was a book many years ago written about this called The Resilience Factor. And I've never forgotten that book. I didn't think it was a great book, but I did think the concept was right. How do you build a resilience factor in a person? How do you use negative adversity? So let's take that. When you think about adversity, because a lot of people associate, well, I had some adversity. I don't really have the grit and toughness to see it through, so I quit. Thousands of real estate agents are quitting right now. Mortgage originators will quit. Many people will go out of business during this economy. And so the question comes back. It's like, man, how do you build people that don't quit, that just keep coming, that just continue to prosper, that just fight through their feelings, that just keep showing up, even when they don't feel like it, right? And on top of that, they have remarkable boldness. So not only do they not quit, they keep going until they freaking get an answer. So I think about adversity, and I'm going to tell you a short story. When I was a high school basketball coach, I had this great player named Anne-Marie Lanning. She scored 4,000 points for me at Riverdale. And in her junior year, we thought, this is the year we're going to win a championship. We got the best player in Tennessee. We've been playing together for 2 or 3 years. And in the first couple of games of the season, Anne-Marie went down, and I was devastated. Our team was devastated. I was like, what do we do here with this adversity? Like, there's no way we can win a championship without her. We had 10 games. The doctor said, you're going to be without her for 10 games. And I thought, oh, goodness. And I came up with a strategy, and it was how we were going to use this adversity to accelerate progress. Listen to what I just said. We're going to use this. We're going to value it. This is gold. And I said, number one, when we have adversity, we need to ask, what was our contribution to this adversity? Could we have done anything to make sure she didn't get injured? Number two, we're not going to ask, why me? That's a reactive question. It's a victim question. We're going to ask, what is this trying to teach me? What is this trying to teach me? Okay. That's question number two. Number three, we're going to get stable. We're not going to be emotional. We're not going to talk up a negative like I talked about in my morning drive this morning. We're not going to, right? What we're going to do is we're going to stabilize. We cannot make good decisions from emotional, irrational standpoints, which is what a lot of people do. That's that fight response in people, okay? So number four is we're going to get stable. Number five, we're going to get busy. We're going to actually use, listen to what I'm about to say, because this is all over the new book, conversion. Flipping the switch is conversion. Taking a negative and converting it into a positive. Excuse me. My wife and I were talking about something this morning. Kind of an adversity that we were having on something. And she wasn't fazed one bit about it. She says, we're going to figure it out. And then she said this, because we always do. It's going to be a fight, but we're going to find a way to win. King David's mindset. It's going to be a fight. We're going to find a way to win. Okay. We're going to dress up. We're going to show up. We're going to grow up, and we're going to deliver. We're going to go until we see this through to its conclusion. And if it don't happen, maybe it wasn't supposed to happen. We're going to use the adversity as the fuel. How do I use conflict as fuel? How do I use adversity as fuel? How do I build this freaking resilience factor and this grit to just keep coming and just keep coming and just keep coming? Like, how do we do that? How do we just keep coming, man? And that's really what resilience is. So resilience factor is like, I can't knock you down, man. When I knock you down, you just say, thank you. I owe you. Thank you. I owe you. I needed that adversity. I needed that fire. I needed that resistance. I needed that negativity. Thank you. I owe you. Every time somebody does something to you today that you don't like, thank you. I owe you. I'm going to go out and get somebody else. I'm going to go out and make a sale. I'm going to go out and close the deal. Thank you. I owe you. Resilience is like a muscle. Grit is like a muscle. Grit, passion, perseverance. You have the ability to lock in and see it through to its conclusion, which is our habit for tomorrow. That's what grit and resilience is. That's why I like, when you look at these habits of the top 1%, they're all prey drive. Look at it. Grit and resilience, ability to lock in and see something through to its conclusion, remarkable boldness, intrinsic motivation, and great connection skills. So I want to encourage you today, when you're thinking about this, how much grit do you have? How much resilience do you have? Or do you start with good intention, you fail to follow through, and you do not see it through to its logical conclusion? Think about all the leads, all the possibilities. See, if I'm teaching you this, see, the best way to learn something is to teach it to other people. See, by me teaching this to you today, all these names are coming up in my mind. You should be following up with him. You should be following up with him. You should be following up with her. You should be doing this. You should be, man, there's never a shortage. There's never a shortage of money. There's never a shortage of opportunity. There's never a shortage of potential. There is only a shortage of grit and resilience. If you got kids, you should be putting them in our success schools with Kelly Eisler, because we're teaching kids these 5 habits. Don't let your kid get up in the morning and not make their bed. Don't let them walk out of the room with clothes on the floor. Don't let them not put their stuff up. When they want to quit something, don't freaking let them, because you are enabling, in essence, you are disabling them from being able to build this important muscle of just keep showing up. So remember this, something goes wrong. Not why me, what's this trying to teach me? What was my contribution to this adversity? Let me get stable. Let me get help. And let's freaking go get busy. All right. Now, today is the 29th of December. My coaching program, Monster Producer. I believe everybody should be in a coaching program. I believe you should be in a coaching program every single week. And this Pray Drive Challenge is going to go away at the end of this week, right? And I'm not going to be coaching everybody for free all the time. So we wanted you to taste the ice cream. We wanted you to get a copy of the new book, Flip the Switch. It's coming out on Pray Drive. We want you to get all the freebies. But at the end of the day, if you're not willing to invest $297 in yourself a month, then you're not serious, man. At the end of the day, you're not serious. You can tell me whatever you want to tell me, but you're just not serious. And if you don't have it, it's all the more reason you need it. Okay. Now that's me being bold with you. But if you don't have $297 to spare, I probably got $2,000 in just wasted expense and fees that we're spending on something. Craig found $500 of wasted expense yesterday. That's $6,000. I didn't even know was there. So for you, how much grit and resilience, and do you think you'd have more with me and my team behind you? So Craig, take it from here. Talk about how long does it take to transform a body? I'm in my 4th day of 5 a.m. workouts. I'm on a very stringent diet. I'm feeling better. I'm looking better. My energy is higher. I'm powering up, baby. Power up with me. Craig, take it from here, big guy. Love you guys.